It's time for Law in Our Life. That means that we have Hyunju here in our studio. Hyunju is a lawyer practicing in Gwangju, and she's also going to help us understand the legal system. Hello, Hyunju.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm just fine. I mean, school's about to start for me, so I'm starting to feel nervous. It's going to be a lot of work, but that's how it goes. I guess you're busy all year, right? There's no vacation season for lawyers.
No.
All right. So, what are we going to speak about today?
Today, I'm going to continue talking about paid leaves.
All right. Yeah, last week we were talking about how many days off you're legally allowed to have each year. I guess that your employer is legally obligated to give you.
Yes, you are entitled for those days.
Right. And I'm glad I'm past the days of having to argue about those, but I know some people still have to. Now, what are we going to talk about today?
Today, I'm going to talk about the holidays, 공휴일.
Right, the red days.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Many people think that they can enjoy a day off on the day that's marked with red color on the calendar.
Right.
Some got upset when they are asked to work on the national holidays.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's because there is a misunderstanding about the complex holiday system in Korea.
Okay, fair enough. I was a little surprised when I first moved to Korea. There were so many little holidays.
Right.
There's a lot, it seems like there's almost one every month just popping up there. So why don't you explain this to us?
Sure. Let's say that you have 15 days of annual paid leaves as it's your second year at the Hagwon.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I told you last week.
Right.
You might think that you can have days off on the red-marked holidays and also enjoy your 15 days of paid leave as those are separate holidays for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm telling you is that those red days are not meant to be the holidays for the employees.
Okay.
Sounds weird, right?
A little bit.
Yes. It is the official holidays that the government offices are closed.
Right.
That's the meaning of 공휴일,
the
red days in Korea.
Oh.
So the 공휴일, official holidays, literally means that the government offices will be closed.
Okay.
That's it.
Right.
Therefore, 공휴일, the holidays, is not a holiday for everyone, but for the government officers.
Mm-hmm.
It may sound weird because you think most Koreans do not go to work on those days that are marked red.
Yeah.
But it's because their companies and the employees have made such red holidays to their agreed holidays.
Right, okay.
Yes. The legal holidays for the employees are only the National Labor Day, like just one day, and 주휴일.
Okay.
An employer shall grant to employees at least one paid holiday per week on the average. Therefore, if you worked Monday through Friday and are planning to work on the next day, then you are entitled for one paid holiday, one paid leave.
Okay.
That's the legal holidays that an employer or the workers can get.
Got it.
So let's go back to those red holidays.
Right. We just had a bunch of those, right? For so long.
Yes. As I said, the red days do not mean that the employees can have a day off unless the companies allow them to. Oh,
okay.
Many agree to use their paid leaves on those holidays instead. That's why they're enjoying seem to enjoying the vacations.
Okay.
So if your employer said that you can take a day off on one of the Chuseok holidays, you might have thought they're abusing their power as owner. Mm-hmm. But it's not always true because, as I said, it's not the legal holidays, even though it's colored red on the calendar.
Okay.
So according to Labor Standards Act, Article 62, an employer may, by a written agreement with the labor representative, get employees to take a paid leave on a particular working day in substitution of an annual paid leave provided in the code.
Right.
So if a labor representative and the owner makes a written agreement to substitute an annual paid leave one day with 개천절, the National Foundation Day, if it's red, then it can be a validly decided holidays among the parties.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
If you have on your contract that 주휴일 and the holidays will be substituted by annual paid leave, then it's void.
Okay.
Why it's void?
Mm-hmm.
As I said, it should be decided by the written agreement between the employer and the labor representative if they want to substitute your paid leave with a certain day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit confused about that last part there.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just declare it. It has to be something that you and your employer settle out.
They if you agree on it, it's fine for you.
Yeah.
But if you want to argue about it, it's arguable because it's not decided between the employer and the labor representative in a written agreement.
So they can't make you take your paid leave on Solal, as an example.
Yeah, it should be decided between,
Yeah. It seems like it could be a hard argument to make because they're like, well, we're closed. But, all right, I guess it's at least a technicality. Let's keep going.
So if you use your annual paid leave for several holidays like Chuseok and Seollal, usually you will have about a week of paid leaves for the real vacation because you already used up some of your paid leaves to enjoy those holidays.
Okay.
It's not only for you, but most Koreans are on the same boat as their employees too.
Right. Okay.
However, Labor Standards Act has been revised and new law has become effective from last year.
What's
so
that?
Gradually, the new law the rule is that the holidays, the 공휴일, has become the legal holidays. Until recently, as I said, the holidays, 공휴일, was just a day off for the government offices, right?
Right.
But now they're declare that it has become the legal holidays for everyone. So for the companies regularly employing at least 300 employees, for them from January 1st of 2020, and for the business or workplace regularly employing between 30 to less than 300 employees. Then for them from this year, January 1st of 2021.
Okay, so that's now.
And for the business and workplaces regularly employing between 5 and less than 30 employees. For them, it will be from next year, January 1st, 2020. For them, the holidays will gradually become the legal holidays.
Oh, like Labor Day.
Yes.
So everybody gets it off. That's it. Okay.
So what does it mean to the employees?
What good question. What does it mean?
If you have 15 days of annual paid leaves, then you can have day off on the holidays as it has become legal holidays. And then you can still use those 15 days of annual paid leaves for your real vacation.
Okay.
So you will have more vacations from now on if your 학원 or employer meet those size criteria.
Okay. Fair enough. I think I get it.
Yeah. One thing is that it's not applicable for the small businesses with less than 5 employees.
Which we said last week. Some hagwons might count as such.
Right.
Okay.
So be aware of that as well.
Why is it different for businesses with less than 5 employees?
Yeah, many ask that questions. Many people find it unfair that small business owners do not bear legal obligations against their employees. Basically, it's based on the perspective that the small business owners need leniency in operation of their business. Since their business is small and they may lack some resources, not enough manpower or less finance. So the legislators find it hard to push them hard. Or ask them to comply with those strict rules with greater burdens.
I guess a small business like that, it's more like a family, right?
Right.
And the government has, as we've discussed in other days, other topics, the government doesn't like to interfere with families very much.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I think I understand. I work at a university, and often I hear professors complain that they have to work. They have to make up days for Solal or Chuseok, red days. So, let's say Chuseok is on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. then at the end of the semester, I need to make up those classes that were missed. But, I think this makes a little more sense because, as this is showing, you're not getting those days off as leave. Because, your leave is during the vacation time, the winter, the summer.
Right.
And so it's like you still owe those days of work. You still have to make up those classes.
Right. And also for the universities or like educational institution, they might have certain like days, like the limitations or the requirements.
Sure.
For like to teach the students. So it might be because of
they have
that
some
as
requirements.
well. Yes.
It's a contract.
Right.
That the students are, buying your time.
Right.
That's what tuition is. I've never understood why it was a problem. But some people seem to think they deserve those extra days off.
Right.
This is also going up online, right?
Yes. You can find this segment in video at my YouTube channel. You can find me by searching Korean Law 101 on YouTube.
All right. Thank you so much, Yeonju.
Thank you for having me.